Hello. Our memory verse for this week is Proverbs 6:32-33. Reading from the New King James Version, 32, whoever commits adultery with a woman lacks understanding. He who does so destroys his own soul. 33, wounds and dishonor he will get, and his reproach will not be wiped away. These verses are obvious, telling us how God feels about adultery. Throughout chapter 6, restraint against various sin is commanded. Chapter starts out with debt, laziness, gossip, wickedness, and finishes up the chapter with adultery. In this chapter, theft is contrasted with adultery. While in some circumstances, theft could be understood, adultery does not make any sense. Throwing away one's lifetime commitment to one's spouse is inconceivable. In fact, the Israelites equated marital fidelity with fidelity to God. Adultery has no excuse. It only brings numerous evil consequences with complete restoration and impossibility. As stated well in verses 32 and 33, the person committing this sin lacks sense because it destroys them in many ways, socially, spiritually, morally, and even possibly physically. Adultery is very unwise. The adulterer or adulteress knows the extreme consequences. It's a kind of suicide. For a few moments of passion, one gets permanent wounds and dishonor. They also face shame and disgrace that will be with them all their lives. But thank God there is forgiveness for sin, and for this person who will repent, confess their sin, and forsake it. In the New Testament, Matthew 5:28-30, Jesus harshly speaks harshly against people who commit adultery. He says that whoever looks at a woman to lust has already committed adultery in their hearts. Further, he refers to removing your eye and your hand if they cause you to sin, since losing the members of your body is certainly better than having your whole body go to hell. In our culture, we rarely hear the word adultery any longer, but similar word affair is a common term and taken way too lightly, especially in the media and news headlines. God doesn't want us to be comfortable with either of these terms, and as James 1:13-14 tells us, we are responsible for how we respond to temptation, not God. It's not his fault. God, of course, will protect us as we call on him. Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day.